What the fuck is this question, bro? It's not even a question. They said, what keyboard do you use? I'm looking for a new one and I need to see if it fits my desk size. Can you take a pic of your keyboard and use the front and back side of your credit card so I can see the measurements? Thank you so much. Well, I currently have a Ducky 1.3 with cherry blacks because I love cherry blacks. So if you want to get that, go ahead and get that. The Ducky 1.3 is pretty damn good. A very stable keyboard. Very nice. Tech lingo, totally know what that is. Black switches. As in, like, you know your keycaps? If you pull them open underneath it, the thing that you push your keycaps into is a switch. I use black switches. They're linear switches, which means there's no click. You press down and it goes straight down. It's very nice. And it's a little bit heavier than most switches. A lot of gamers, they use like red switches. But I don't like red switches because they're a bit too light. And I feel like I have my hands on my keyboards and red switches are so light that I accidentally click buttons and use like abilities in games that I don't mean to, because I'm like lightly brushing a button and then it like uses it. So I prefer blacks because they're harder to push down. Not that hard, but a little bit harder. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. What color? Black. Black switches. Use browns? I used to use browns. My favorites are blacks and browns. Every other switch color is garbage. All garbage. In my opinion. That's just my personal taste, so. Blue ones are nice though. No, man. Blue switches is what you get for your first ever mechanical keyboard. Almost every single like teenager's first mechanical keyboard is a blue switch keyboard because they're like, oh my god, I want the ones that make sound when I click everything. I want it to go click, clack, click, clack. And then 2 months in, they hate it because it's so noisy and everyone that they speak to gets annoyed when they type, and you start getting annoyed because all you hear is click, clack, click, clack, and the feeling of pushing down is often not that nice. And then you end up looking for something else, and then you look, oh, what does the majority of gamers use? Oh, red switches? I'm gonna get a red switch. And you get a red switch, and then you're a fucking normie. Normie! Imagine getting red switches, you fucking normie. Imagine not getting black switches or browns. Disgusting. Anyway. That's what you did? Yeah. So what? I can speak from experience. I'm not a normie anymore. Okay. What's the difference between blacks and browns? So a black switch is a red switch, but heavier. The actuation force required is heavier than a red switch, right? A brown switch is the same actuation force as a red switch most times, but it has a little bump. It's called a tactile bump. So you can feel, it's like it doesn't make noise, but you can feel a bump. And when you hit that bump, that's when the keystroke is activated. So for keyboards, you don't have to actually push all the way down for the letter to come through, right? Like if you test that on your keyboard, a lot of times you only have, if you have a linear switch, you only have to press down like lightly. You don't have to bottom it out all the way, and it will do the letter. That's the actuation point, right? So with brown switches, you can feel when it's been activated, right? Without even like looking on your screen if it actually went through or not. You can feel it without having to bottom it out. So that can be good for other things. It's kind of like having a blue switch mixed with a red switch, except with blue switches you normally have to bottom them out because you have to activate the switch, right? Because it's like, so you're more likely to bottom out on a blue switch to activate it. Boom. So yeah. Oh my god, this guy's a fucking nerd.